Okay, so here we are with the winner of the overall cosplay competition. That's correct, right? You won the overall.
Best out of all, I think is what it was called. So
awesome. Like that seriously is fantastic. You made both of these, correct?
yes.
And like you like made it all. Like there was no actual. Awesome. Talk about that?
Yeah, I made it all. The only thing I really didn't make was this sword right here. My friend actually made the base for it for me because I was like, I have no time. Please make this for me, and I don't know what I'm doing with it. And then I just covered it in the cloth and everything to make it look pretty and added this. This is actually a belt buckle. I cut the middle part and just kind of used it to stick inside the sword to make it just more sturdy to stay on there. But other than that, yeah, I made everything.
It really looks great. Can I feel that?
Yeah.
Like this is made out of yarn, right?
Yeah. No.
Like it's so cool. I mean, like I watched this movie so many times, and I mean, this is accurate. I mean, you actually like look like the character, and I mean, like both of these are fantastic costumes. Talk about how you made the necklace thing here.
Well, I found these like fake bone beads, which are the black beads here, and then these white ones. I could not find anything that would work, so I bought this fake, fake porcelain kind of clay, and I made the beads out of the clay. There's a funny story behind it. I had enough clay to make all the beads, exactly the right amount. I let them out to dry, and my dad thought they were candy and tried to eat one. I had to go buy a whole new pack of clay just to make one bead. So then I decided, since I had all this leftover clay, I would just make my little dagger out of the same clay. So yeah, this whole dagger is made out of clay. There's like a skewer on the inside to kind of keep it. Yeah.
This is high quality. Like you see this? This is like true to like the anime and everything. Like this is awesome. Like this is so good. I mean the whole like face paint thing. Did you sleep with face paint on?
The other night I did. Actually, last night I took a shower to get so I had to redo all the face paint. But the other night, Friday night, I slept with it on, and all I really had to do was like a few touch-ups and refix this because I kind of wiped this off because it was already smudged. So I was just like, I'll wipe it off and redo it in the morning. But it stayed on pretty decently. What I did was I took red eyeliner and drew it on, and then I took red eyeshadow and put it over it because I didn't want it to smudge, and it tends to make it a little less greasy. The eyeshadow does. And so that's how I did that.
So you made your shoes, correct?
Yes, I did.
Let's see those.
Here, I'll take them off. So basically, I just took like flip-flop bottoms and I made the shoe to fit perfectly around it, and I hot glued the shoes onto the flip-flop bottoms, and then I also added zippers so that way I could easily get them on and off. And then there's elastic to keep it around my ankles and stuff. So that's how I made the shoes. And then for his shoes, I actually did something quite different because I didn't trust him to not be dainty with them. Can you show me your shoes? With his shoes, I actually left the flip-flop part inside. On mine, I cut the flip-flop part out of it. And I left the flip-flop part inside so that way he would have more support. And I actually I stapled all the way around to add extra support. And I didn't put a zipper on. Those just tie right here, so that's how that stays on. And then, yeah, what else did you want to know?
Well, let's see. So far we've covered this thing, which is obviously made of yarn, which is fantastic. Like, it looks so good.
Oh, did you want to know, like, how I made it out of yarn?
Actually, yeah, that would be awesome.
Okay. I crocheted the base of it, and then I took and tied each individual strand of fur onto it, and it's like just a fuzzy yarn. I had to only one place sells this fuzzy yarn that I know of, and that's Hobby Lobby. Everywhere else I looked, they have like mountains and mountains of yarn, but no fuzzy yarn. It was crazy.
How long did that take you?
I started in July, and I honestly don't remember when I ended. It was, I want to say maybe a month or two, probably. It took a decent amount of time, but I was working nonstop. Like, one of my friends invited me to his birthday, and I put my stuff in the car, and I'm like, well, I'll just go out to eat with him for his birthday, and just in case we end up hanging out at his house or something afterwards, I'll just sit in his house and crochet or whatever. And so we go to he's like, yeah, we're going to go watch a movie. So I was like, okay, well, I'll go work on it in your apartment or whatever. And I actually hadn't gotten any sleep that night either, so I was like up 24 hours, and I'm still sitting there working on it, like tired. And I'm pretty much dedicated. It's crazy.
Is this the first con you've taken this to?
Yes, this is actually the very first con I've taken this to. I worked up until Thursday, midnight, and then Friday, right before the convention, I was still finishing a few finishing touches on his. and yeah.
Because I mean, seriously, like this whole thing is absolutely fantastic. I mean, like that. I'm curious about that.
Well, for originally I was just gonna make it out of polymer's clay, and that's exactly what it is. But I was not sure how to get it to fit my face, so I went out and bought a plastic mask that was already like face shaped, and it had a few things I had to cut out, like circles bigger for the eyes and everything, and I just kind of molded the polymer's clay over the top of it and then just baked it all together. And you can see it's like cut out right here, but that's because the plastic was starting to kind of warp in, and I was like, that's not gonna fit on my face with that there. So I just cut it out, and then I had to drill holes in it and then and tie this on, and then I just like hot glued around the edges so that way it stayed in place. And then there's just like cloth in here to keep it black, and I just hot glued that too. And then, yeah, I made the ears out of polymer's clay too, and they also were drilled with holes. And when I was drilling the holes, I didn't really want to go look for my dad's drill, so I just grabbed a random screw and just sat there and twisted the screw forever until I got the hole drilled through it. And then when it came to the plastic, I just had to like take a lighter and melt the plastic. It was tedious. My mom's sitting there like, why are you doing that? And I don't know, my mom thought I was crazy, and I made a mess, so she was like, no more messes. Yeah.
That is dedication. Like this is honestly like one of the greatest cosplays I've ever seen, and I mean I'm biased because it comes from like one of my favorite films of all time, but still, like every single thing about this, like you look the part, the costume is perfect. I mean, you have I cannot remember. Yeah, Ashitaka there. And his costume is perfect too, and like every single thing, and you obviously handmade everything, and I gotta say, like, this is absolutely fantastic. I'm glad that you won. I have to say, I'm really glad that you won. So, congratulations on that.
Thank you.